It was pretty shocking for a lot of fans when Pat McAfee announced that he would be moving to ESPN. After years of saying he'd never go to work for them, there he was signing a big contract. He told everybody the show wasn't going to be changing, that ESPN wanted them for what they are. And so far, ESPN, although they've censored his program, when it comes to swear words and things like that, it does look like they're going all in on Pat McAfee. Whether it's for College Game Day, whether it's for special broadcasts featuring his crew, alternate broadcasts of college football games, Pat McAfee's all over ESPN over these first few days. Unfortunately, when the ratings came out, it didn't look particularly good for them. Ratings for ESPN debut of the Pat McAfee Show were down from the same slot last year. The Pat McAfee Show's linear debut on ESPN averaged 228,000 viewers, lower than what SportsCenter averaged in that slot last year. Let's dig into this a little bit. The Pat McAfee Show hit the ESPN airwaves this week. It was Thursday when they did the debut. We made a video because they did. Again, ESPN censored Pat McAfee. They put him on a delay so they could bleep out any swear words or things that they don't want on air. But it appears viewers are still warming to the program. The ESPN debut of the Pat McAfee Show was down 31% compared to the edition of SportsCenter that aired in that time slot last year. While both Get Up and First Take also were down relative to last year, the Pat McAfee Show saw the largest decline year over year. However, ESPN is saying something else. Despite there being a massive drop in ratings, and despite it being the least viewed show on cable, ESPN's looking at it in a little bit different way. Pat McAfee Show debut on ESPN delivers big numbers, according to ESPN. This is ESPN PR. Go for launch. The Pat McAfee Show's first day on ESPN platforms kicked off strong. 1.7 million cumulative viewers, whatever exactly they're counting as a viewer. Most streamed studio show of the day. That kind of makes sense because it's being simulcast to YouTube. Most viewed ESPN on YouTube show in 5 months. Also makes sense, they're not actually putting this on even on the ESPN channel. It's still on Pat McAfee's channel. It's still in Pat McAfee's algorithm. It's still Pat McAfee's fan base that are watching it on YouTube. You've just kind of assimilated that. ESPN app and ESPN.com's 3 most viewed video on demand segments. So clips that they take out of it were pushed on ESPN and ESPN Plus for the Pat McAfee Show premiere. So they are saying this is just a massive, huge success. I think there's a little bit in between to take a look at. Obviously, I think that most people that were watching the Pat McAfee Show are still going to go ahead and watch it on YouTube where they were watching before. And also, when you have that 1.7 million viewers, if you want to take the 500,000 views that show currently has on YouTube, that's not really the same thing as viewers, at least not in the traditional sense when you're comparing it to ratings. But take a look at how it performed to the other daily shows. Perhaps the best measurement of success is how McAfee held up against other ESPN programs in the same morning-afternoon block. Here are the results. Get Up, 300,000. First Take, 367,000. Pat McAfee Show dropped 150,000 viewers almost from that to 228. And then just a normal SportsCenter actually increased in ratings after the Pat McAfee Show was done. Obviously, when you have a show that's being simulcast to YouTube, a lot of the potential audience is already watching it on other platforms. I don't think a lot of people are watching it on ESPN Plus, to be honest with you. Who knows? They didn't actually give us those real numbers. But there's obviously some good news and some bad news. I do think it's clear ESPN's all in on him. They saw that he was successful, so they wanted to bring him to ESPN and hope that that same type of following continue to grow and grow. You just got to wonder if somewhere down the line, just like they've done with censoring the program already, they start to curtail things. They start to get complaints and, oh, well, this isn't appropriate. This isn't okay for Disney, blah, blah, blah. And does the Pat McAfee Show change forever? That is the fear that a lot of fans have had since the very beginning. But over the first couple days, it looks like at least those cable viewership numbers are not what Disney would have hoped. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.